It's time to join your host, Jean-Francois Gemme, founder of List Building Anonymous, the 12-step program for building a profitable online business, and the only podcast which delivers A to Z strategies from the online trenches and experts straight to you.
Hi, my name is Jean-Francois, and I'm a list builder. I want to welcome you to today's episode where we'll go over the step 7 of the 12-step program for building a profitable online business. Today I'm really excited because since we're at step 7, that means that we finished last week the first half of these 12 steps. So now we're heading to the second half and really excited because so far we've been through a great deal of value. I hope you enjoy this value and don't hesitate if you have any question or if you want us to go together deeper in any of these steps. It will be with great pleasure that in a future episode, I'll take your question and talk about them in the show. So the step 12 is we humbly ask it for us, our leadership strength to soar. The first thing is starting with what's already inside, because as the step state, it's something that's already there, and we're asking for that strength to these strengths to soar. So the fact is that we all have leadership strength inside of us. Some of us had more opportunities than others to either practice or master these strengths, but it's all everybody. There's not a single person all the last 43 years that I've seen that has no leadership whatsoever. So it's important to first be able to have a look inside of us and see what we already possess as leadership strength. And eventually practicing those strengths is what will have us become better and masters at this. But the first thing that we can do is make sure that we establish for ourselves a clear vision of what we're doing, either if it's at work or in maybe in associative settings, but or in business. So either way, it's important that our vision is clear, because that's one of the things that people will follow is someone that has a clear vision. The second thing is to have the ability to share that vision with others and make sure that they understand exactly what your vision is and what the vision is that you want to have the particular group adhere to, so that they will follow willingly. Then it's important also to provide the information, the knowledge and the method that you want to have to realize that vision with. Another of the leadership strength is the ability to coordinate and balance the conflict that can happen within members or stakeholder of a specific situation. Above all that, leadership is the act of inspiring subordinates to perform and engage in achieving a specific goal or some goals that are part of your vision. The second thing I want to discuss today about leadership is a concept I learned many years ago is how we do one thing is how we do everything. So if any of the leadership behaviors is not second nature to us, what we can do to start with having that behavior when doing the little thing. So there's a saying that goes like this: if you can be trusted with the little things, you will be trusted with bigger things. So we think our leadership strength need to improve is we can start acting and thinking as a leader in the small things of our lives. And again, with repetition and practicing, we become better and better to a point where we master these skills. The last thing I want to cover today is the ability to be able to lead leaders. So that's the last thing, but not least for sure. Once we become to a point of leading a community or team, we need to find as soon as possible people that we choose and decide to assign them responsibilities so that their own leadership can soar. Then we make sure that we leave rooms also for them to be able to express these strengths. So in this episode, we focus on humbly asking for our leadership strength to soar by digging into starting with what's already inside of us. We also talked about how we do one thing is how we do everything, and learned how we can improve our leadership strength. And lastly, we saw how we can get to lead leaders. So great leadership skills literally separate big profit from struggling, especially in online business. So we strongly recommend that you implement right away what you learned today. Now for next week, we'll continue with step 8. That is, we made a list describing our target audience. And later this week, we'll have a second part of this step 7, this time with a special guest that I will be announcing the day of that episode. So I want to thank you for tuning in and look forward to lock arms with you and together master these steps. Until then, I wish you an amazing journey.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.